So I just watched The Monkey, the new horror-ish film from Oz Perkins, and oh my god, I really loved it. Oz Perkins, son of Anthony Perkins and Barry Berenson, went from being like a small indie horror director with films like The Black Coat's Daughter, to kind of blowing up last year with his film Longlegs, and this is his next project, and this really shows his range as a filmmaker. This film follows twin brothers Bill and Hal, who find their father's old drummer monkey toy in the attic. Every time the toy monkey bangs his drum, someone close to them dies. After discovering the power the toy holds, the siblings decide to throw it away and move on with their lives. That is, until the monkey that likes killing their family inexplicably comes back to haunt them. Of course, just like Longlegs, it's shot extremely well. And there are just a bunch of shots and images that do elicit that same kind of dread and eerie feeling that you got from that other film. There's a lot of wide shots and sets with like a lot of open space that, you know, it does create that sort of very dread. You feel this sense of dread just watching it. You're like, oh my fucking, something is gonna jump out, or you know what I mean? You get that feeling a lot. But unlike Longlegs, because that's really the only comparison I can make, but with Longlegs in this, this is not a serious film at all. This is a horror comedy that leans more comedy than horror. Way more comedy than horror. It is purposefully over the top and insane with just crazy amounts of gore and violence. But despite that, the kills and deaths here are just so wild and over the top that it is a joke. The kills and the deaths are a joke in this. The build up to the deaths are like, they are genuinely creepy and intense, but once the kills happen, it immediately it switches gears and becomes full-on comedic, and I loved it. It's a specific type of comedy and joy that I haven't felt since like Gremlins or Evil Dead 2. If you're a fan of either of those films, you're probably gonna love this one. The best way I can describe it is like, this is a cartoon that is in live action. That's the best way I can put it. Yeah, that's pretty much The Monkey right there. That's pretty much a gag you'd find in this film. Kind of unrelated, but there's a character in here that he straight up looks like a member of the Way Outs. That's where the fun is, way out. And the first thing this freaking guy does is he tries to move his hair out of his face, and his hair just doesn't move at all. It's perfect. I fucking love that. And you know, despite this, all of the actors played the material extremely straight, which I think adds to the comedy and also makes the horror work even more. Theo James is really great here. I haven't seen him in anything since Divergent. I don't think I've seen him in anything. I mean, oh wait, no, he was in X-Men 97. He played Bastion. No, but he's fantastic in this. He plays both twin brothers. So he has a lot to balance in this film. He brings a very strong sense of empathy to the characters he plays, and he makes them both feel completely unique without getting into spoilers. You do get a sense of loss and trauma from both of his performances. But yeah, he's really great here. But the real standout is Tatiana Maslany, who plays the twin boys' mother. This film, I guess, relating it back to another film I saw this year, Dogman, it deals a lot with themes of generational trauma and what we pass down to our kids. Of course, you know, the toy monkey is the obvious metaphor here, but Tatiana Maslany, you know, at playing the mother of these twin boys, she is the type of parent that almost resents her children, or at least she presents that side of her, like she acts like she resents them. This sense of resentment is what really affects the twins later on in their lives, and Maslany plays her in a way that's convincing and real. Despite that underlying feeling of anger and resentment, you do also get the sense that she genuinely does care about her children. It's a very layered performance and easily the highlight of the film for me. Even if she's not in it a whole lot, she's by far the most memorable part of it. But the main theme of this film is just the inevitability of death. There's a great interview that Oz Perkins did with Vanity Fair in which he discusses how the passing of his own parents influenced the way he approached this film. If you know anything about Oz Perkins and his family history, it's really tragic, but it's also it's a really touching article, and it does offer so much insight to the themes of the film itself, and it makes the familial father-son, mother-son dynamics in the film hit even harder than they do already. You know, a lot of it is played as a joke, but there are moments where there is like genuine heart and soul behind it, and I think somehow they actually work. I'm really impressed with how this film is able to juggle so many things and have, you know, it's effective in every single thing that it tries to do. I really loved this film. I really loved it. It's a fun, over-the-top, gory time that also had some heart behind it. I'm just really blown away. This rating might seem low for how much praise I've been talking about this film, but as of right now, I'm going to give this a very solid 4 out of 5. But it will probably go up over time, and I will probably it will probably go up. I'll just leave it at that. I wouldn't be surprised if it went up. If you're seeing this film, be sure to stay after the credits for a little surprise. I'm not going to spoil what it is here, but there is an after credits scene. I guess I can put that in quotes. If you're a horror fan, I think you're going to be really intrigued and excited by what's waiting for you once the credits finish rolling. I'm just going to say that. I'm really excited. That post-credit scene got me hyped up. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to hype it up too much, but I'm really intrigued by it. But yeah, what did you guys think of The Monkey? If you guys seen it, you should. You really should. It's really good. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comments below if you have seen it. If not, go to your local theater and go see it. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Long live cinema.